Okay, so I don't know if you can hear me, how good the audio is. This is my first video. I'm just going to do this. It'll be fun. If it's too complicated, let me know. Just feeling it out here, and then you can tell me where to go from there or what the next unit is to cover or whatever. So, okay, so what we got here is some fractions. Sounds like you're already doing pretty good with those, so we might want to move on to something else. But for now, I just wanted to go over reducing fractions. All right, so I've got a couple already reduced here in green. All right, so when we have a fraction, I'm assuming that they want you to reduce fractions in the end because you need to. So, all right. The first thing we do when reducing fractions, first thing I do, is I look for even numbers. Do we have two even numbers? If we do, we can reduce it. Divide both the top, the numerator, and the bottom, the denominator, by 2, right? What you get here is 4 divided by 2 equals 2. 6 divided by 2 equals 3. So there's your reduced fraction, 2/3. Now, if it's not even, if they're both odd, say, or odd and even, there's some things we can do, like this one here. 21 over 39. Now, if you know your multiplication, you know that 7 times 3 equals 21. And I'm going to show you a trick here. Any numbers, like 39, or, well, that 39 is the only one. If you take this number and that number, the 3 and the 9, and add them up, and if they add to a multiple of 3, then you can divide the number by 3. So 3 and 9 add up to 12. We know we can divide 12 by 3. So we do that. And, I mean, you might have to use a calculator. Let me get that into view. And if you type in 39 divided by 3, I don't know if you're allowed to use calculators, but you get 13. So 21 divided by 3 equals 7. 39 divided by 3 equals 13. Bam. The same thing is true for 6 and 9. If these two numbers add up to 6, you can divide it by 6. Hi, buddy. If you can divide it by 9, you can, or if they add up to a multiple of 9, you can divide it by 9. Hold on. I know, buddy. All right. So that's how you reduce. I mean, you try to find a number that you can divide both the top and the bottom by. Something like this, 3 and 7 is, you can't reduce that any farther. Because 7 is what they call a prime number. I'm going to go over prime numbers really quick. A prime number can only be divided by 1 and itself. So, there's your prime numbers up here. All these numbers can, and I suggest memorizing these. If I'm going too fast, pause, go back, tell me how I'm doing it, I'm going way too far here, too fast. But this is all just trying to reduce fractions. Can it be divided by 2? If not, you got something like this, they can both be divided by 3. If not, make a list of these prime numbers, have it handy. And if you have like a 41, well, if you have any prime number in the top or the bottom, it's done. You're done. You're reduced. Something like this, 3 over 12. We know we can divide 3 by 3 and 12 by 3. We get 1 on the top and 4 on the bottom because 12 divided by 3 equals 4. So, I hope, like I said, you can rewind and stuff, so, but if we do this, oops. Let's move this down here. I've got multiplying fractions. We don't have to get into those right now if you don't want to. But I don't know if they've got you doing multiplying fractions, and actually adding fractions is harder. And if you want to cover that, we can cover that if you haven't done that yet. But again, 4 over 6 is the same as 2 over 3 because you can divide both by 2. 4 divided by 2 equals 2. 6 divided by 2 equals 3. 21 divided by 3 equals 7. Well, how do you know you're supposed to divide by 3? Well, you just have to kind of play around and guess, Like I said, if you add 2 and 1, you get 3. If you add 3 and 9, you get 12. They're both multiples of 3, so you know you can divide them by 3. You just have to figure out what the answer is. And it's 7 over 13. This here, we have a prime number, 13. So it's not reducible. This, 2 evens, 8 divided by 2 equals 4. 10 divided by 2 equals 5. 5 is a prime number, so we're done. So the answer to that would be 4/5. Again, 1/4 here. And then this one, 11, prime. We're done. So let me know what you think of that short test video, and tell me what to make next. Or if that did any good. Or if it just confused you. All right, goodbye.